Oh my god, that was just epic. That was just great. And obviously, Ming-Na Wen wasn't kidding when she posted that tweet a month ago, stating that she watched a teaser trailer and hoping that we'd get to watch it soon. So, I'm sure a lot of us are excited, I'm sure a lot of us are hyped, and I'm sure a lot of us can't wait till June or July, whenever they decide to air it. But hey guys, and welcome back to my breakdown kind of theory video about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 6 trailer. Now before I get started, and as per the usual, let's first check out that amazing trailer.
Your job is to put together a team you trust. If you think about everything you're up against all at once, you'll crack.
I was there until the very end.
I'm glad you got a little time together.
We got more than we thought we would.
This isn't a job I take lightly. I have to be responsible for everyone.
Fitz is frozen out in deep space somewhere. I have not a single doubt you will find him.
Sorry, boys. It's ladies' night.
We don't know where they're from. They're extremely powerful.
You're from S.H.I.E.L.D. Never heard of it.
Okay, so Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is doing it all over again. We're gonna be theorizing for the upcoming 5 months on what's going on. How's Coulson gonna come back? Now, I was almost certain that Coulson is going to make it back because he's the main reason this show exists. Coulson lives. And while a lot of people were always complaining about Fitz not coming back, oh, they should bring him back. If he doesn't come back, we're going to stop watching the series. I was thinking, okay, I love Fitz, I love Gemma, I love the entire team. But Phil Coulson is the glue that keeps this show going. He's the glue that keeps this entire show put together in a very fine manner. I know I'm ranting and raving, but I'm extremely excited. The trailer was just amazing. So do forgive me if I take a couple of minutes to be all excited about it, to react to it, because yeah, so amazing. But anyway though, in the spirit of not wasting any more time, and in order not to bore you guys with my excitement, let's get started in number 1. On the very first scene, we see this pre-recorded message of Coulson's, a hologram. And I think this message has been left in the past, like Coulson left it knowing that at some point someone else is going to take the lead, and he's going to need some encouragement, some help, some support, someone to tell him what to do. You, me, all of us really can see the sadness on Mac's face. We all expect this team to be extremely sad come the beginning of Season 6. But number 2 is we read that Agent Coulson is dead. The question is he really dead? Because it is a possibility that this is just based on what this team is thinking, that he's dead, but maybe, just maybe, he's not. And I'm going to be talking about all the theories concerning the Coulson that we see at the end of the trailer, at the end of this video. But moving on to number 3, and May stating that she was there until the very end. Now she's speaking about Coulson, the death of Coulson, and I'm supposing over here that there's a good chance that May knows something about Coulson, that Coulson never actually died. Something happened over there, and that was the end she's talking about. Now whether or not that end was actually death, there is a multitude of possibilities, and I'm going to be discussing the ones I've already thought of by the end of this video. Number 5, Mac's glad that they got enough time, or some time, to spend together, and May in return states that they got more than they thought they would. Now once again, this poses the question of why they never mention he's actually dead. It also poses the question of how did they get more than they thought they would, because simply put, the illness of Coulson at the end of Season 5 was progressing at quite a high rate, and you just wouldn't think that he would survive for long. Number 6, Mac talking about his job, the fact that he doesn't take it lightly, and the fact that he's responsible for everyone, feels responsible as well, for everyone. Now there is a reason I focused on the responsibility part more than any else in what he says over here. As of a recent interview, we got to know that Mac is going to be less of a risk taker as director than he's supposed to be. So Mac's basically got baggage, with Hope, his daughter, 2 times over, once IRL and another in the framework, with Yo-Yo losing her arms on Season 5, with Fitz dying before his eyes. He's always going to try to avoid situations that puts them in harm's way in any kind of risk. So you could basically think Yo-Yo on top of that list of people he's going to try to protect Fitz, Gemma, Daisy, May are also probably on that list, and possibly as well even Deke, Piper, and Daviiz. But moving on to number 6, they're gonna find Fitz. Gemma is right there, there's the pod, and Fitz is right inside it, so Fitz is back. All we're missing now is Coulson. He's back by the end of the trailer, as you know. But number 8, I really hate Daisy's new look. I mean, I like the entire attire and all, but I hate the hairdo and stuff. It is just not that good. But nonetheless, we're gonna be getting a lot of fighting scenes, including Daisy or involving Daisy. And here's to hoping she's going to be using her powers a lot more, her upgraded powers as well, with the Centipede Serum and the Giant DNA. Number 9, the Confederacy ship, it seems they've fixed it, and they are using it as well. I'm talking about Team S.H.I.E.L.D. over here. Now I believe that the gravitonium they used to enhance the Zephyr is what got them to this ship. I believe as well that once they got to that ship, they started using it for the rest of the journey. And if anything, I do believe that there's a possibility we're going to be seeing the Confederacy once again. This might be just the Easter egg on the trailer to that effect. Now don't get me wrong here, I loved Season 5, but the Confederacy arc, the arc with Tarian, Kassa's father, in specific, that one just felt like it was a little bit butchered, it needed more expansion. I mean, Tarian should be a magnificent villain. So here's to hoping that they do bring back Tarian, that they do expand on that arc, and that we do see Tarian once again, and that in the end he does get what he deserves. Number 10, a wormhole. So there's gonna be a good chance we're gonna be watching some crazy-ass interdimensional travel on Season 6. The reason I'm not really confirming it over here on this trailer is that if Marvel Television has learned anything from Marvel Studios, it is to throw these red herrings in the trailers. I mean, it is just too early to present us with these kind of reveals, big reveals about Season 6. If this were to be the teaser, then what will the trailer look like? So, what I'm thinking over here is while this might actually be a wormhole to another dimension, there's a good chance it's something completely different. There's the chance as well that it's nothing, it's just a red herring, and it's gonna be nothing on the series. But let us just assume for a moment that it's a wormhole and move on to number 11. Now that along with the fact that all of this is happening in space does indeed answer a very important question and sort of puts things into perspective. Now for the past couple of weeks everyone has been asking this one question when it comes to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 6. How is Nick Fury back and active on Spider-Man, Far From Home, and possibly as the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. when we've got another director of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with the changes that happened at the end of Season 5 and Mag becoming the new director? I guess the answer is the season's events are going to be going down in space for the entire season. I did mention that expectation before, by the way. And if they were to move to another dimension, temporarily of course, that would explain a lot as well. Furthermore though, I think that the series is going to be setting up S.W.O.R.D. on Season 6. That will make a lot of sense. Now they definitely won't use the title S.W.O.R.D. for so many reasons, because the series, for starters, is not Agents of S.W.O.R.D., but nonetheless it could end up being this division within S.H.I.E.L.D. that deals with space stuff, and it's not exactly S.W.O.R.D., but it's kind of similar to S.W.O.R.D., so it kind of serves the purpose. But finally though, the existence of a wormhole in and out of itself might allow Marvel Television to do some magic, possibly bringing in some new Marvel concepts. I'm talking Fox-acquired Marvel concepts. But number 12, we get to see Enoch. He's alive and well and with the team, so my expectation he's going to be working with the team in the long run does seem to be right on point, and I think some of the people we see later on the trailer are the Chronicom hunters I talked about. Now on this scene, they seem to be looking at the wormhole, kind of scared, kind of worried seeing that wormhole. But then again, these trailers are never really organized in chronological order, so we can't really be sure. But the one thing though that keeps hitting me over here every time I check this scene is we see Gemma, we see Enoch, yet there's no sign of Fitz. There's almost no sign of Fitz over the course of the entire trailer. But number 13 is Badass Deke, shooting them up. And that kind of makes you wonder, are we going to see the same Deke that we met on Season 5? Or is this guy a modified, better version of Deke? Maybe even not Deke at all. Maybe an ancestor of Deke. Number 14, gonna be meeting a new species of aliens on Season 6. Not sure who they are, but I'm gonna be talking about it in a different video once I figure it out. Number 15 is Daisy using her powers, which is a great thing. And number 16 is Gemma putting herself in the pod. But why would Gemma put herself in the pod? I'm thinking she's hiding, I'm thinking she's depressed, I'm thinking that Fitz is lost. I'm thinking that our Fitz has disappeared with the changes to the timeline at the end of Season 5. And right now they're gonna find another Fitz, a totally different Fitz, another dimension Fitz. Another possibility is the Chronicom hunters were there hunting for Enoch, and instead they got Fitz. This is never ending because the third possibility would be that Fitz woke up and he's now a villain, a bad guy, because, you know, the Doctor personality. A fourth option would be that he got sucked somehow into that wormhole, and that's why they're gonna go through it, to save Fitz. Number 17, a lot of scenes there, all about fighting, but one of them with the truck and the cars indicating that they might be back to Earth. Only it's not necessarily gonna be our Earth, because they're possibly in another dimension on a different Earth. Number 18 is a new character that's possibly Butterfly, an unpredictable, aloof, spacey, but nonetheless lethal woman, as per one of the character descriptions that we got for Season 6. Number 19, we don't know where they're from, but they're extremely powerful. Obviously, they're talking about the aliens or the Chronicom Hunters. We're gonna find that out later on later trailers and on the series itself. But number 20, that new S.H.I.E.L.D. agent that we do see a bunch of times in this trailer is Agent Damon. And as per the character description for this new character, he's handsome, likable, cool, and funny S.H.I.E.L.D. soldier. But finally, number 21, Coulson lives in some way, shape, or form, and that's the most exciting part about this trailer. Now, because this video is already long enough, and because I need to sleep because I've got work in the morning, I'm not gonna talk the theories in detail right now, but let me just go through the list real quick. So, 1, we've got the Ghost Rider theory, 2, we've got the Zartan theory, 3, we've got the Skrull theory, 4, we've got the interdimensional Coulson theory, and 5, we've got the Coulson never died theory. Now, if the wormhole is what we think it is, and it is a portal to another dimension, then I believe the interdimensional Coulson or other dimension Coulson theory is the one at work here. But as much as I like my theories and predictions to be correct, I'm sure hoping that they didn't just give us a trailer that tells us a lot about the new season, but rather gave us something that's a red herring and we'll discover that we totally got it wrong. With that being said though, you probably remember this time of the year when I got sick with this terrible cold, and it's happening right now, so I'm really sorry about my tone of voice on this video. But do let me know in the comments what you thought about this trailer, let me know if you're hyped and excited for Season 6. Let me know as well if there are any things that I've missed on my breakdown of this trailer. And finally, if you did like this video, make sure you drop it a much appreciated like, subscribe to this channel, and enable notifications for my future videos, community posts, and live streams. But until the next time that you tune in for another one of my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. videos or otherwise, thank you so much for tuning into this trailer breakdown, and have a great day.